Hey, it's Morten here from Bemakers. Today we are going to talk about excise duties, a tax that's put on alcohol beverages in most countries around the world. So the basic idea of excise duties is that it's a tax you pay in the country where the goods are consumed. And that means that if you are let's say a Swedish distiller and you're selling to a customer in Germany, then the excise duties have to be paid in Germany. And that also means that you have to be registered in the countries you are selling to if you are to sell directly. So you need to be registered in Germany in this example to be able to sell to consumers or to businesses. And even before selling your first bottle, you need to have the registration in place. So for handling excise duties, we use what is called the EMCS system. And that is basically a system that allows you to make a consignment where you, as let's say a Swedish producer can sell to let's say a German importer. And then the consignment is made in EMCS. And the EMCS allows the tax authorities to ensure that the goods that are still under suspension, excise duties have not been paid, that they can be safely moved from one country to the other. And then with the EMCS system, you can ensure that the excise taxes are actually paid in the receiving country. A brilliant idea. The only challenge with that is that it's relatively cumbersome, and the system implementation of EMCS is different from one country to the other, and it also means that it can take up a lot of time to actually create the EADs, the electronic administrative documents that you create in EMCS. And what we see often is that there's a lot of errors in this system. So if you only make EADs once in a while, I mean, then you basically have to come in again and remember how the system works to ensure that everything goes smoothly. We have partners here in Bemakers that have spent, easily up to, let's say, half a person's time every week on just doing EMCS work. And that's one of the things we really focused on improving when creating the Bemakers platform. So we've created an integration into this EMCS system so that when you register your products on the Bemakers platform and you create an order, then that movement or that consignment in EMCS is automatically created, so that you don't have to sit and wonder about whether you did it right and what the different terms mean in an EMCS context. So that's basically what we see as the most efficient way, both for you as a producer to not spend all of your time on boring stuff such as creating administrative documents, but also very importantly to ensure that the registration is correct, and also for the tax authorities that they can trust that these registrations are correct and the excise duties are paid in the right countries, so to say. So basically, this way you can remove a lot of errors. You can remove a lot of time usually spent on administration, and obviously all of this time and these resources can be better spent on doing some actual sales and so on and so forth. So anyway, so that was just a little bit on the EMCS system, why it exists, what it's good for, and if you want to learn more, then I recommend that you can look into, just Google EMCS basically, and you can see that there's a lot of great resources available on the different countries' local tax authorities' websites. But Google EMCS and then you are on your way. And alternatively, have a look at the Bemakers platform and how we work with orders and creating consignments. All right, that was all for now. Have a wonderful day, and we stay in touch.